Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. My name is Mike with Last Line of Defense, and today we're doing some jacket videos. I'm gonna knock like 4, I think, jacket reviews kind of back to back, just kind of showing you the features and stuff. This video I'll talk about, I don't know if I'll talk about in the other videos, but I'll kind of set it up, right? So I'm a gear tester, product reviewer, whatever. I have a lot of great relationships with a lot of great companies, which allows me to get gear early, sometimes pre-release, sometimes right at release. In any case, I get my hands on a lot of gear and I test a lot of gear because I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I'm a dude that lives in Colorado, fairly high elevation. I'm wearing jackets a lot of the year. They're a big part of my life, both when I'm doing outdoor activities as well as when I'm just running to the grocery store or whatever. I'm 5'10", 180 to 185, fairly athletic, muscular build, I guess. So you can take that into sizing considerations. If you're about the same size, hey, perfect. If you're a different size, well, you can scale up or down from there. I'm gonna try and knock these out pretty quick, just kind of back to back, because I wanna get these videos out. The important part is I wanna get these videos out while it's still jacket weather, right? Because doing a jacket video in the summer doesn't really make sense. But also after I've used these for a year, if I did them next fall, there's probably gonna be a new jacket, which may have addressed or changed features. It may be a different model, maybe version 2, in which case a lot of the stuff that I talk about doesn't really apply. So this isn't like a long-term, I've used these jackets for 5 years review. I've used them at most couple months. So take that into consideration. I'm having a hard time talking today. So yeah, if these jackets seem like a good fit, I will always, a little dust floating around, put links down in the video description below. Sometimes those links, not always, sometimes as often as they can be, are affiliate links. So it does help the channel if you click those links and purchase through my links, so I appreciate it. I do have coupon codes also for a lot of these places. All of that stuff is always down below in the video descriptions. So without further ado, let's just kind of get into some features of the jackets. I'm gonna do a review just like my pants reviews with the jacket on my body so you can kind of see how it looks and fits, and yeah, I can show you the features best that way. This guy is the Magpul Light Insulated Jacket. I believe this is the hooded version. There's 3 colors. This is orange. I have one other color actually. I'll switch over to this in a second. I don't remember what that is. It's like a light olive green color. Anyways, let's just talk about the jacket a little bit. It's not a super heavyweight jacket, so not like an extreme cold weather jacket, but you could use it to layer or whatever. I'm wearing this jacket mostly kind of to and from places, like that's my everyday thing. So a jacket, the important things to think about for me is how easy it is to get on and off, how's the zipper, how's the fit is the main thing. How's the fit, how's it feel, how's it look? And one aspect is if I go into a store, how fast will I overheat wearing the jacket that can also keep me warm enough for a little while outside. So this jacket does well for that. It's a very good, just kind of like, you're not staying outside for 5 hours and you have to stay completely warm. It can do that depending on the temperature, but you know, anything below probably, you know, 30s, maybe you'd want extra layers or a thicker jacket, really. So a pretty light jacket. It is insulated. It's, what is it? I think it's Polar Primaloft insulation, synthetic insulated jacket. It is, I think it's DWR coated or something. Water does just kind of trickle off here, so not really a rain jacket, but it'll handle some water. So let's get in the jacket. Fits nice. That's the main thing I like about this jacket. I oftentimes wear jackets unzipped, so this is kind of just how it looks unzipped. Hopefully my focus isn't going crazy. It may be, but I think I'm going to go kind of forward and backwards, so I'm keeping it on autofocus. They do have it in a non-hooded version, which comes in some different colors too, so if you're not a fan of the hood, that is an option. While we're talking about the hood, why don't I go ahead and show you it. I'll kind of duck down here. So it's a nice hood. It isn't adjustable, which is a little bit of a bummer. I like when there's full adjustable hoods because I want my hood to fit a little different, maybe depending on if I have a hat on or not. But this, for not being adjustable, is very good. You still have good vision. It's tight enough to actually still keep you warm, and it's not super baggy and overbearing without a hat. It doesn't like come down over your eyes, but it's also not too tight to where it feels restrictive. The collar does zip all the way up, so it gives you a nice sealed, somewhat sealed warmth environment in here. So hood and the length that it zips up as well as the collar are all A+ in my book. Again, I wish the hood was adjustable, but it's not. The retail, I believe, like the MSRP is $200, but I think you can get them for $150 all day, and a lot of times $100 or under. I've seen them for sale. So there's that. The main thing I like about the jacket is the stretch. It's hard to tell, but a jacket like this, which is pretty form-fitting, just it fits really nicely. If you bend over, you feel like you're gonna blow out a seam, like fat guy in a little coat kind of thing, especially if you are fat or if you're like relatively muscular. I find myself getting restricted in a jacket that fits nice. So if it fits nice, I'm just like, oh, either it's not letting me do the movements I want, or I feel like I'm gonna rip it. This is just stretchy material. It's kind of hard to show, but I'll do my best here. So I'll hold it tight here, and then you can kind of see the stretch going on, maybe. I don't know, but it's just the right amount of stretches to not be like weird and gimmicky, but to just really move with you, which allows it to be a really, really comfortable jacket. It has 2 hand pockets here. They are kind of felt lined interior, so they're comfortable and will provide a little bit of insulation for your hands to keep them warm. Or if you want to put like some hot hands hand warmers in there, it'll do good for that. Pocket size is adequate. These pockets do zip up if you need to store items in there that you don't want to lose, which is good because those are the only 2 pockets that the jacket has. I really like when these style pockets have another little, or these style jackets have another little pocket in here. This jacket doesn't, so it's a pretty low featured jacket. And let me go ahead and switch into the other jacket so you can just see the other color on me while I talk about some of the other features. Okay, so this jacket, I really like the color of. I'm a huge fan of orange, as you guys probably know if you've watched my channel. But this color is like a light olive. It's kind of like a grayish olive green. And I wasn't sure how I'd like it in pictures, but I really, really like it in person. So where do we left off? No inside pocket. So that's a drag. And the other main drag for this jacket is the zippers are not YKK. I don't know much about zippers, so I don't know if there's other zippers out there on the market that are as good or better than YKK, but I think YKK is kind of the cream of the crop. So if a jacket has YKK, you know it's gonna zip well. This jacket does not have YKK, so I don't know if that was just they had to cut costs somewhere or if it was something else. I don't really know, but it does not work as well, I think, as YKK zippers. It's just not quite as smooth, and it doesn't kind of engage quite as easy. It's not a bad zipper by any means. It's totally adequate, but I have a lot of high-end jackets, and I noticed that this zipper doesn't zip quite as well as some of my other jackets. Having said that, I do like the extra little floppy tabby guy because it's both a little easier to grab with gloves or whatever, or just, you know, I'm not looking, I can grab it. I know where it is, and it helps me track down that zipper in case I need to zip it up in a hurry. As you can see, I'm zipping this up and down and it works fine, but just the only, like the main negative probably would just be that the zipper just doesn't feel quite as good as a YKK. So that's about it. I don't do a lot of jacket reviews, so I just kind of am talking about the stuff that I care about. As all of my reviews are, I'm not reading specs off of the sheet. A lot of times I don't even read the specs. I just tell you how it performs in the real life. So this, for an active jacket, works really well. It comes down, I feel like it comes down just a little bit in the back, which is common for these kind of jackets, but not enough to where it inhibits your draw stroke really entirely. So I carry appendix carried, so being able to draw my jacket is pretty important. So it's always good, quick tip, to draw your weapon to practice at home before you go out even. Well, obviously before you go out, because you're not going to be practicing your draws at Target or something. But it's good to practice in the gear that you're actually going to wear. So if you're going out to the zoo and you're going to bundle up real big and tight, it's good to know if you can or how difficult it is to access your gun. So that, I always test that with jackets. I may forget to say it in the future, but it's always a good thing to test. I do almost always, unless I'm gonna be out for a really long time, leave my jacket unzipped. My body doesn't get too cold usually. It's kind of my extremities. It might be a circulation issue, but my core hardly overheats. So for me personally, I'm almost always wearing jackets like this. So I care about, you know, keeping my arms warm more than my body. But obviously if I'm gonna be out for a while, I'll go ahead and zip up. But more often than not, I'm unzipped. So accessing the firearm is just pretty much the same with all jackets. I think that's about all I got to talk about with this. All right, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking 2 seconds, hit that thumbs up button. Really comment down below if you have a jacket you're wondering about, or if you have some questions about this jacket, or just comment to say hi. I always love reading those comments down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about getting subscribed. Do a lot of gear type stuff, adventure stuff, gun stuff, whatever, all kinds of cool stuff here. Hit up that notification squad, and yeah, as always, check out the links below because people always have questions and you can ask them. That's cool. But also, links down below have most of the information for all of my videos, not just this one. Until next time, guys, take care.